One question I had on conscious parenting,
Hmm.
because all that we've spoken until now is what can you do?
Hmm.
How can you become
Hmm.
more conscious?
Yeah.
But there comes a stage in life where the individual is no more just responsible for himself,
Hmm.
but now has the ultimate responsibility of not just bringing another human being to this world,
Hmm.
but actually that human being has the opportunity to give the right or not direction to
Hmm.
another human being's life.
Hmm. Hmm.
So, what, according to you, would be the main elements of conscious parenting? And for all those young professionals out there
Hmm.
uh, who have either started a family now or are looking to start,
Hmm.
what should one be more aware of when it comes to parenting?
Hmm. When it comes to conscious parenting, uh, how conscious is the parent is the question. How aware is the parent? Uh, is this parent using his or her past experiences to rear the child up? Because we are all influenced by our past, so we tend to anything that we feel is an extension of us. A child is in a way an extension of you, but truthfully, it's a different soul. But when you feel that it is an extension of you and you react to situation according to the past experience of yourself, that's when the problem starts to happen. We tend to put in a lot of stress and pressure on the child to become and behave a certain way because of our own past. The past has to be completely uh, used in the right manner. The past has its own ways, it has its own purpose. If not for the past, you would not be, suppose you are somebody who's walking the road and you have fallen in a pothole. If you don't have the memory of the past, you would again walk the same road and you would fall in the same pothole. So the past is required for you to know the pothole, but it should be in a state of absolute awareness that you are rearing this child up. It should not come from your past bad experience, so called bad experience. You see the situation for the situation. You hone the skills of the kid. It's again, it's to do with your uh, love to know what the child really loves. And that can happen only when you are absolutely aware of the child's likings and you're able to pinpoint certain things in the child right at the start. So your awareness as a parent is required, absolute awareness, and cutting it off from the past reaction. You should not be doing certain things out of reaction for the child. Maybe the child likes to uh, get drenched in water in the rains and he's very happy, but then because of your experience you had pneumonia, you will not let that child out in the rain, and the child will miss out on something which is very beautiful. So the present moment awareness is what can make a parent a better parent. You know, the past fears that we have, it has its own values, but uh, the understanding to know is this how it should be is purely up to the parent. It's again conscious parenting means conscious parenting. It cannot be just an act. It should be a doing. When we act, the act is based on the script from the past. When we are in the living, when we are in the doing, there is no script. You are just there. It's not a role play that a parent is in. A good performer, when he gets on the stage, he forgets that there was a script given to him. You know, there was a past before the stage. For him, this is the moment, he is living it. So for a parent, it needs that kind of understanding and awareness to become a conscious parent.
A child looks at a parent, and more than what the parent actually says, it is what the parent does
Does, yeah.
that leaves a lasting impression on the child.
Yeah.
And in many ways, the child makes up his or her own assumptions in the head
Hmm.
subconsciously and emulates the same feelings to situations, the same reactions to situations, and in many ways, um, even tries to understand what is right or what is wrong on the basis of what the parents have uh, either emoted or made him or her to believe. What are those key fundamental traits or attributes that a parent should consciously try and develop in a child?
Children are very good mimics. That's how they learn. So everything that a parent, not just a parent, anything and everything that is done around them, it's all picked by them. Be it even an aunt who's come after say 6 months and she's here for about 3 days time, and in this 3 days, possibly something imprints into the kid's or the child's mind, and that remains a part of her. For a parent, as you said, like these are the emotions that one deals with, love and the rest, and generosity, or one has to build in these qualities in the child. Everything is encapsulated in love, everything, but it should not be obsessive love. It should not be a feeling of it's very difficult to raise a child, because the me and mine will never go, my child, that thing will never go. But then the moment you see the child as a being, as a divine being, which is a part of everything, you let that divine being take care of itself. You put not a full stop in everything that the child does. Maybe small commas would do. So knowing where to put that commas is right parenting.